Okay, this is Dave Daly with No Local Media. We're covering today ProDispatch Service and their expansion of a new division called Tow-Desk. Now, it's not new, it's been many years in the making. And Dave, tell us about this exciting program.
Well, thank you, Dave. Yeah, Tow-Desk has been in business for 18 years. In fact, I like to say that Tow-Desk is an overnight success that took 18 years to make. My background in 911 led me to start Tow-Desk because I understood the need to get the towing and recovery industry involved in accident scenes and suspension scenes and impound scenes, but that there were times when it just wasn't time-wise and timely in the 911 center.
And so you now have a private company that works with these agencies. Tell us how these collaborations have been really successful to serve the end consumer.
Bottom line is we act as a representative of the agency. The agency lays out their policies and procedures and plans. They also give us their tow rotation management list, and we administer that list. It's up to us to make sure that a qualified county certified tower gets to the scene in a timely manner.
And you know, many of these agencies may be wondering if they have to add an increased budget item to cover the tow dispatch services, but tell us how that works and it doesn't actually add to their overhead.
No, actually the industry pays for that by adding the cost of the dispatch fee onto the ticket to the consumer so that it's paid for by the person who actually uses that service.
So that these agencies don't have to increase their manpower services, they can actually reduce that, delegating those services to you. Tell us also about the timing, that because time matters, you know, this is really a crucial part of service that you found has been a big need for.
In a situation as I was in the 911 center here in the state of Oregon, I found that there were times when I would get a call on a traffic stop and then right along with that get a call for a house fire. It's hard to serve two masters, but yet a necessity in 911 centers throughout the United States. Outsourcing the tow dispatch part of it frees up your dispatcher to get to the time-saving, life-saving matters, because time does matter.
And it's really important. And, you know, also elaborate on this relationship, for example, with Polk County and the officers and deputies there, that they can directly call from the site of the accident to 1-800-COP-TOW. Tell us how that's worked.
Well, we started 1-877-COP-TOW about 10 years ago. These are a vanity phone number that can actually be dialed from the patrol unit to the dispatch center, bypassing the 911 center. The officer will call in and tell the dispatch center, I am calling for a tow at my location, so that it is documented, but then he's the one who talks to us. It cuts 911 out of the loop again, because time does matter, allowing them to get onto more important life-saving features.
Excellent. So we know a lot of agencies are having many budget items come up in their meetings. So should one of the agencies want to connect with you, Dave, see how you can collaborate, see how other agencies have made this successful, how do they do that?
All they have to do is pick up that phone and dial 1-877-COP-TOWW, 1-877-COP-TOW, and that'll go right into our dispatch center. And you can get a hold of me and we can discuss issues and concerns and problems that occur to all of communications professionals on a day-to-day basis.
And you know, we have other agency managers who have worked with Tow-Desk for over a decade and have successfully integrated the relationship to actually serve the end consumer even better, make your staffing levels be down, more efficient, and create for a better work environment altogether. Is that right, Dave?
Well, we've been in business for over 18 years, and we've been serving certain counties within the state of Oregon for at least 15 years. And through our center, we deal with anywhere from 500 to 700 tow calls per month, just on police-only agency requests.
And you know, we do mention Oregon, but I was in your office this week and we took calls from Nashville, from the East Coast. Tell us how your national reach really gives you the strength and track record to support agencies from coast to coast.
Well, we currently deal, the parent company of Tow-Desk, Professional Dispatch Services Incorporated, currently deals with over 140 different police agencies throughout the United States. We deal with these agencies on a daily basis, taking tow requests from them for the companies that we serve throughout the United States. So we're familiar with Maryland State Police, we're familiar with Ohio State Police, we're familiar with turnpikes, we're familiar with privately owned roadways, and we're familiar with the needs of the industry and of the agencies nationwide.
So in closing, Dave, Tow-Desk.net, exciting launch, how do you feel?
Well, we're excited at Todesk, we're excited at PDSI, but in closing, what I'd like to say is a message to the directors, the communications directors, to the communications officers, to those who sit in those chairs day in and day out, just as I have. I understand the pressures that you're under in that room. I understand the pressures that our deputies and our officers and our firefighters are out on that street. And please know that we are there to help you, to serve you, to work with you hand in hand. Because when the bottom line is all over with, time does matter.
Thanks, Dave.